Yeah, me about for it the live. Yeah, man, me I go up on the live right now. Yeah? No, they will them a talk about Amber basically. In other words, it confusing man. I wait for something I go on. No, what you mean? What you mean? What you mean? No, man, Smithy, but another them a tell me Smithy. Hold on. But why Amber never bring it up from before? Well, that I will put them a say Smithy me no know. But hold on. Man put up on speaker so the people can hear Smithy. Smithy! Smithy up on speaker. Yeah. But them a tell them a something about Amber for whatever it is. Yeah, but I mean say that Smithy, me tell you from long time say Smithy, you know say now go brush me upon the channel, Smithy, please. No bother with that man. Alright, Smithy, massage show. Fine. Well, friends, good night. So I had to have a talk with my friend Smithy before we come on tonight because Smithy has told me that this is about to be a big piece of fire tonight. Good night, folks. Good night. I had to have a talk with Smithy, and I'll be calling Smithy intermittently for talk with Smithy. Good night, friends. Good night. Hold on, because Malcolm in the chat right now, I'm gonna talk to Smithy again at some point in time. Let's run into this because this is quite interesting. Let's go.
Hey,
Hey,
you good?
okay.
No, your cousin, she's quite a number, that one.
She is?
Yeah, I respect, that's your cousin, but I don't appreciate her coming to me like that. Like, last time I checked, this was our marriage. And I mean,
All right.
not for nothing, from what you've told me, she's got some things that she needs to work out in her relationship.
All right, so hold on. I'm gonna judge this thing right on the middle. Smith is I'm for call down the middle, so I'm gonna call this right on the middle. Let me start from what happened today. Number one, let me just iron out the Anthony thing. Y'all probably have watched the video that I posted today. Ernestine has no business getting involved in Amber's marriage. At the same time, Amber has no business allowing a person like Ernestine to be a part of her marriage. She have to take charge. And like I said before, I prefer her doing this. Scream pan Anthony all they want to scream. Scream pan him. And your husband, you already right here anyways and you have nothing to lose. So I want her to talk to her husband instead of being running around and talking to certain people. Especially an Ernestine who have no vested interest but just to tell Amber anything she wants to hear. Thank you for the super chat, Antoinette. Thank you very much for the super chat. Let me read the super chat, Anthony. Give me one moment here. Good night to all. Amber asked the million dollar question. You can tell me he wasn't truthful, and he knew, and she knew it. She knew it then. All right, no problem. So she knows I'm truthful. Thank you for the super chat, Antoinette. I'm coming right back into this. Let me dig up into where we were today. Going for this narcissistic personality disorder is a new thing people start using. Every time them find somebody who is not doing what they want them to do, them say them a narcissist. So in this regard, I never liked the whole idea of Ernestine coming into them. I don't like it. May I tell you right off of the bat, as a person watching this, I don't like it. Anthony, thank you very much for this super chat. But don't like it. Ernestine has no business talking about anybody's marriage. Anyways, let's move on because we have more to talk about.
So for her to come at me like that, I mean, I don't know who she thought she was talking to, but...
Okay, so first of all, I checked her, okay?
Oh, but babe, you should have checked her in front of me.
Well,
Let her know she can't get away with that.
All right. He is correct. I'm going to say it again. Anthony, in this regard, is correct. Why? Because, again, that is happening and you're not doing anything at all to it. Because if it was Amber, she would have wanted Anthony to be checking that person in front of her. She would have wanted the checking to be happening right then and there. She don't want it linger any at all. So I believe that the same thing should happen here, so the Anthony regard. I never like the fact that she allowed Ernestine to do this, but I could be wrong. Maybe I could be wrong. Let's just finish out the Ernestine ironing. We know there's more to come. Let me just press this out first, so it don't look like we're biased and we're not really thinking from a level head. Is Anthony right? Give me a minute. That Amber should check Ernestine in front of Anthony. And I said this today. Hold on, let's work on it because it's a topic. It is a topic. Let me press this out. We're not done it. We have miles to go. Is he correct? Should she have checked that in front of thing there? Is he correct? May I make sure I'm not be biased, because may I tell you my personal view. My personal view, may I stand on it right now. My personal view is that yes, nobody else is supposed to check your husband but you. If you think him is a piece of pile of whatever it is, you need to tell him that. Nobody else need to tell him that. No other woman can come in to talk about your marriage but you. If you want to chastise him, you must be the one chastising him. No other woman is supposed to be chastising him. Just like if I have a woman and you as women out there, no other man is supposed to be chastising you except your husband. No other man. He said, why? Well, may I call it straight down the middle. Don't worry yourself. Hold on. May I go get in Anthony. Let me just level out the party. I see what you said there, so Terry. True to Love says Anthony never checked Shayla in front of Amber. He checked Angelina concerning Amber. Anthony asking to do the same thing. He never do. Again, may I lay out the foundation. Just like how me never like it when him not do the check in the same spot. May I say the same thing for Amber. She need to do the check in for the same spot. This shouldn't even, I'm saying to you this way, this shouldn't even be an issue. I'm going to tell you exactly why. Because I want Amber to stand up to Anthony. It is Amber's duty. At this time, Amber has nothing to lose. Amber needs to stand up to Anthony. She needs to stand up to Anthony. Let me tell you exactly what's going on. She needs to stand up to him. In other words, anything you think you want, tell him. Tell him. Let him say he want to leave, but you need to tell him, listen, they are already past the place. Them already past the point of no return with a marriage. So at this point, if you're going to be truthful, just be truthful and done. You don't need to bring nobody else in your marriage right now. So that's the deal right now. At this point, that's the deal. Any checking I go on must happen right in front of them one another. That go for everybody. Anyways, let's move on to it because now that we're back on the hatches, that's it. Let's go.
And I don't know who she thought I was, but I'm Anthony Dalton.
Anthony Dalton. You know, Anthony Dalton. You said she got some things to work out. We have some things to work out.
No, me love that. Me love how she start that. Yes, you guys got some things to work out. Me love this Amber. This is what me want to see her doing right now. Me want to see her put her foot in her neck. We need Amber to put her foot in Anthony's neck. Since as you have issues with him, yes. Amber needs to put her foot in his neck if she has issues with him. This is it, ladies. This is it. You need to put your foot in her neck. Nobody take it up. Nobody ease up. If you plan to deal with him, you got to deal with him. Me want her to deal with him if that's what she's going to do. If that fool says one more time that I'm Anthony Dalton, I will throw up. It's sick of Anthony. But no, the sick of him, man. But you need to stand up to him. O'Neal, when has Anthony ever stood up to for his wife? When? He has never defended his wife. No, Amber should have stopped Ernestine earlier, but at least she did check her. She even put her foot in her neck. O'Neal, Anthony Dalton is a big jellyback man. She even put her foot in her neck now. So anyways, you gonna put her foot in her neck. Yes. Put your foot in her neck. Don't ease him up. That's what O'Neal say. Listen to me, O'Neal can call it a spade now for whatever he's talking about. But no, what more Amber do is when she get him and she decides she gonna deal with him case, deal with him case. Don't play no games with him. Don't play no games with him. You have to give it to him. Give it to him. Don't play no games with him. Give it to him. When you give him the whip, lick him. Underneath him back, Amber. When you go lick him, punch him. Let's go.
Because you know what I didn't appreciate? I didn't appreciate how you got so upset at me for making a joke. And you know, I've come to a conclusion. I believe that you are still in love with Shayla. Because anytime I say anything about Shayla and her baby and everything else that you don't like, you get so offended.
All right. Finally, she bring up a want to bring up. See, I wish let us detect this man and bring this up, Don't let it down. So now let me go to your comment again, Antoinette. Good night to all. Amber asked $1 million question. You can tell he wasn't truthful, and she knew it then. Yes, the $1 million question that every time I bring up Shayla, it look like saying us all right. So here's the question. No, she's bringing up the whole idea that listen to my man. Every time I bring up Shayla is an issue. So let's work at it. Is Amber correct that when she brings up Shayla, Anthony, hold on, gets defensive? Is she right? Yes or no? Is she right? We are dealing with this right now. We're not going to bring in the Wayne thing. Me not ready for deal with that yet. Just like I did with Ernestine a while ago. We're batting on the hatches and that. I'm telling you how I think about it. I'm never spear no punches. Me I deal with the situation at hand. Soon talk to him upon the Wayne question. Me I talk about the Shayla question I know. The question she have for him right now is if him still love Shayla. I'm call Smithy again. Because you think me I go joke with him tonight. If you don't think me I go laugh with him tonight. Call Smithy. Smithy! What? Smithy? Hello? Smithy? Yeah. Smithy, they might talk about bare foolishness. Yeah, but Smithy, yeah, me I say no, Smithy. What me I say is that she well, on Smithy, man, angle Mr. Smithy, woman says she want to talk to him about whatever it is. So, what's supposed to happen? Smithy, so I can't cuss. I can't hang up Smithy just. I can't hang up Smithy just hang up on me a while ago just so. No man, Smithy can't just hang up on me just so. No man. No man, Smithy can't. I can't believe my call Smithy for ask question and Smithy has hung up on me. Smithy has hung up on me, but the deal is that Smithy say she's correct for asking the question about Shayla. So go ahead.
I mean, you just get all riled up, don't you?
It wasn't about Shayla. It was about Kai. Everything that I'm doing is for Kai.
It's just weird to me how you just get so offended, though. It was a joke, and it was a true joke at that.
I don't love Shayla. And to be honest, I never loved Shayla.
That's a lie. That's a lie right there, so. Me know so that's a lie right there, so. A lie ma tell. Well, I'm call back Smithy again. I'm call back Smithy. No, we are talking. I'm call back Smithy. I'm call back Smithy. No. I'm call back Smithy. I'm call back Smithy then. Smithy, yeah, Smithy him say no love her. Smithy, that him say. Yeah, well, me I tell him say probably love her and Smithy, but him I say him probably not love her and. Then Smithy, well, on Smithy, man, you're gone so far already. True to love, I tell. Then Smithy, we have roughed me up so far. Me I tell you, so where the man say him say him not love her and Vanswell in the chat and them I make pure nice, whatever. That's a Vanswell I tell. Okay. Smithy said Vanswell need to stop the foolishness. It is a lie. Smithy say him love her. Smithy say it's a lie. Smithy say he's in love. Smithy say is Anthony in love? Is Anthony still in love? Amber say him in love and Smithy say a lie him a tell about oh him never love whatever it is. Smithy say me I tell you where Smithy say them in love. That's what it is right here. So maybe Smithy say I lie the boy I tell. Smithy say I lie the boy I tell. True to love, happy birthday, true to love. Which part you there? Lord gosh. My friend, true to love. Hold on, man. True to love, happy birthday. Happy birthday. True to love, happy birthday, true to love. Lord gosh. If we can't happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear, true to love. Happy birthday to you. All right, there you go. Watch out now. Smithy say if the boy in love and a lie ma tell. You understand? Go be with them then and just get divorced. That's what he needs to do. Hold on, man. Hold on. Because them are trying to see if we can work this thing, She has tried to keep the marriage together. It is time for Amber to walk away from Anthony. Get a divorce and leave this man alone. That's the question. The question is this. Is it time for Amber to walk away? And this is what I was talking about this morning. Where's Faye? I hope so she in here so she can see this, Faye, this is what we are talking about this morning. The back and forth. And I keep saying, you sign up for these things. And you have a propensity to leave if you don't think it right. But people believe that O'Neal is trying to say you shouldn't be in marriage. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm also saying that I care about you. And if it is that you and your husband can't work it out, then you got to go.
Like I said, everything is for Kai. You know, you would understand that if you had
How do what, Anthony? If I had what?
Look, I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, because, you took that from me.
You said that right there, sir. That told Amber everything she needed to know. Okay? At this point in time, and this was the point that O'Neal was making long ago, where is fear? Because you see, okay, when people come to the channel and O'Neal says something and them start giving O'Neal flack and say, O'Neal, what do you mean you think you're right? And I'm saying, guys, me ask questions. A long time O'Neal has been talking about the whole idea of being a step parent. I'm going to make some claims and people say, whatever it is. And I said there is no honor in being a stepfather. People say, well, O'Neal, how can you say this? I don't know, me say it. It's something that someone else has said. And I said, me look on it. No, really. You just do it as a job, but really and truly, it is what it is. And it comes with a lot of different pieces where if you can't handle it, you're going to have issues. It no matter how much things she could have want to do. According to Anthony, she will never be the mother. She could have forgive a little more. She will never be the mother. She could have loved him a little more. She will never be the mother. She could have cooked for him a little more. She will never be the mother. And that's why O'Neal kept saying, it is time for Amber to go. That's why O'Neal say, a time for she go. That is true earlier. Speak for yourself. I'm just giving you a think. That don't mean you have to take anything at all. But I just tell you exactly what I go on. Because the deal is this, hear what's going on. At the end of the day, Him think him have a baby and him need to stay with him baby mother. Anthony needs to go back to Shayla. These are the truth. Anthony needs to go back to Shayla. These are the truth. Also, Amber needs to send Anthony back to Shayla. That's what she needs to do. Yes or no? And this is just with us talking on the stories. So nobody, please, nobody take it too serious here. So she needs to send Anthony go back to Shayla. That's what she needs to do. This is what O'Neal has been saying because the baby is too young. The baby young and him still attached to him baby mother. And nothing is wrong with that. I saw it go. He make a decision for lay with Shayla. He got a child and he was in a marriage. And right now it has broken up the entire thing. So she needs to send him going back to Shayla because at this point in time, hear what's going on now. This is always going to perpetuate. Like him just say a while ago, you've never had a child so you wouldn't understand. Then him can't take it back. Yeah, man, them need it. Look here, Nanya. When I say them thing, people make it look like say O'Neal be biased. Send the man go back and baby mother. That's the thing. Where you going to work out again? But people say, well, you know, O'Neal don't like, O'Neal not supporting marriages. That's not what I'm saying. But it is clear. The man still have certain things with when baby mother that he's going to defend. And that's what he was defending when they talked about Kai. He was defending him baby mother and him baby. Which tells you what? Which tells you that him bonded to him baby mother right now. Now, could he change over time? Yes, he could. O'Neal have a baby mother. O'Neal no bonded to him baby mother right now, but couldn't give two craps as to what happened. I couldn't give two at this time. But when the baby younger, you tend to want to be with your kid and whatever it is. That's the idea. You tend to want to be with the kid and the kid's mother. That's really what you want. As a man, or if you're a woman, that's really what you want. But people make it look like that's not what you want. And I say, oh, well, O'Neal, you know, it is a marriage and them can stick to the marriage. Yes, but it depends on the circumstance. And I think people neglect the circumstance that there is a baby involved. Anyways, that's what I talk about. She didn't cheat as a wife, so y'all are dumb. She never cheats. So I'm going to move that out of the place. Anthony needs to give Amber $1 million and send her on her way. Well, you need to give her something and she need to go about her business. Where are you now, Faye? Come out of the good work. You can apologize, but you never take back spoken words. All right? Angela thinks she's about ready to walk away. And that she need to do right now. We know you, Nanya, me and you up on the channel and we talk about this. And you support me, say, Nanya, it not gonna work because you have baby in the mix. When you have baby in the mix, it changes everything. But people make it look like so O'Neal try to go against marriage and O'Neal was pro marriage and anything else. But I'm also practical. Amber is holding on to her marriage forever, no matter what. Yeah, but she can hold on all she wants. Some of the time, you know, it's probably already dead. It done. It gone. The marriage dead. But anyway, go on, keep going.
But it's okay. You're not in love with Shayla, but you take her to Jamaica, get her in a little apartment, consider getting her house. But you're not in love with her. Yeah. Good talk.
So maybe she's watching the O'Neal channel, right? She watch O'Neal TV. And she hear me complain about her not getting a trip. Because Shayla get trip. Forgot to Jamaica. Big trip. Fly out. Eh? Shayla passport get stamped and Amber not even on the passport. Well, no, she have a lie me I tell. Because she did go to Spain and you need a passport to go to Spain. But her passport not get stamped. Anthony has not stamped the woman's passport. I'm call Smithy. Remember run a call upon Smithy because this I get out of hand now. I'm call Smithy. Smithy. Yeah, you. Do you think you're able to get Amber out of America? Yeah, but because Smithy, it looked like say Anthony no really want, him no want to take her out at all, and we've been talking about, Smithy. Smithy, the people must say, and some of them are talk about, oh, she must stay, but I don't think she need to stay, Smithy. Yeah, Smithy, yeah? Yeah, well, Smithy, already say, I mean, according to me, Smithy, me think what I do as best as me possibly can. Well, Anna Smithy, man, you come again with the thing, Smithy. Calm down, no, Smithy, man. Smithy, what I'm saying is that she need to move on to like a Jamaica or one of the other islands. Yeah, but Smith, but you're not even. Hold on, hang up, Smithy, hang up again. I can't believe Smithy hang up on me again. Oh. Smithy hang up on me a third time tonight. Can't believe Smithy hang up on me again. May I talk to Smithy and Smithy hang up on me again? What am I gonna do so like Smithy keep hanging up on me like this? What could I have done for Smithy? Smithy hung up on me again. Smithy, what me do? What me do, Smithy? Me have to go call back Smithy again because no, me can't, me no, listen. Smithy don't want to hear nothing about Anthony and Amber. Smithy does not want to hear about Anthony and Amber tonight. Smithy said him don't want to hear nothing about it. That's that. Look, let me read some comments. Let me read some comments because why? Let me read some comments. Let me read some comments. But O'Neill, if Anthony does not want to be with Shayla, right? If doesn't want to be with Shayla, going back to Shayla is no good for Kai. Well, Angela, it may not be, but I'm baby mother, and it is obvious that he want to live with him baby and do something else. Not care what the deal is, him want to be able to have his kid. So I don't know how they will work that out, but all I'm saying is that somewhere, somehow, Amber need to leave the mix. Just look, I don't care what they do with the Anthony character. The point of the matter is the Amber character needs to go. Needs to go. He doesn't want Shayla either, but he needs to be there because of the baby. But once he is old enough, he won't be there either. So that's the thing. Shayla don't want Anthony, she want Iman. Well, she have her baby father. And that's the deal right now. Team Anthony always believing the child will come before a cheating wife. Well, Vans I never can take what you talk about now. You talk about something from before and we can't go into that right now. It is awkward for Amber to live this. Shayla has had more time with Anthony than Amber has. Exactly. It's tough there, live it down. Let Shayla have that worthless piece. Gonna behave on yourself in the chat, please. Calm down with the language, guys. Remember, say O'Neill. Remember, say I have to put it in the YouTube guidelines. I remember the skit when Dalen told Anton that Amber is too good for him. So I hope it always in the writers' plan for Amber to leave Anthony. I hope so too. But see, and O'Neill, I'm telling you what I think. O'Neill, send him back to the craft of the girl, of a girl, Shayla. Send him back over there. O'Neill said for free Amber. O'Neill is saying what, man? Free Amber. Free Amber. Free Amber. This is what O'Neill is saying. In case you don't miss the message of O'Neill said. Shayla wants anybody that's going to pay her bill, so she would take Anthony. All the time. You know what? You know what? Brazilian doll, me love what you say right. Because the people them feel like say. Them feel like. They think that Shayla is hard and Shayla is not hard. Shayla likes people who pays the bills. So she will gladly take Anthony back. I don't know what they're talking about. People know curse words. People know curse words, guys. When we take on the comment, we have to take on the time with the comment them, Shayla doesn't want Anthony. Shayla wants the multimillionaire bag. Well, there you go. Return to sender. Thank you very much, Goddess Lana. Return it to sender. Return to sender. Anthony never truly got past Amber and Wayne. He has a lot of respect for Amber and has developed love for Shayla. Because she had the baby. And that's why Onila say, send him going back, folks. When Shayla gonna find out about Delisa and Iman, we don't know yet. But right now we are dealing with Amber story right now. Amber going to go back to the streets. Well, Stephanie, I don't know if she's going back to the streets, but I will say this. Think about it, Stephanie. You're a woman. Steph Lee, you're married to me. I go out and I cheat on you and I get a child. You always want babies. You have no baby. I force you to accept. Yes, because it is force. I force you to accept my child. You accept my child and you're treating this child as best as you possibly can. And then I'm going to pass remarks, backhanded compliments on you and say, well, you wouldn't know Stephanie because you don't have a child. You tell me, said, that better than going back and waiting for God to send you somebody? You tell me. You tell me. Listen to me. I must say, you tell me. You tell me. At this point in time, you tell me. The entire marriage was based off of lies that she started. Well, then, and that's why I'm saying that the marriage need to be crushed and start again. Send him back to Shayla. Send him back so Shayla can kick him in the buttocks again. Kick him in the buttocks. Amber needs to leave him. He needs to find out if Kai is really not his son. There you go. But he needs to go. That's the point. That's the point O'Neal has been raising all this time. Shayla just is softy with a big mouth. She will take him back. Shayla will take him back. Anthony will not give Amber because he's not giving her to no one else. He knows Amber is ambitious. Well, she need to give him up then. That is the thing. Look, the people that must say only not believe in marriage. I believe in guys, but are the lines them one want me to say. What why is I feel like sometimes I feel like males are more of an advocate for women than they are. Sometimes I feel that. I know I'm wrong, but I may be wrong, But sometimes I feel that way. But I have a belief to the contrary. O'Neal just let Wayne take himself out of the equation and bring Victor back. Remember how she told him what it was like about Victor. And she forgot that she was sitting on his lap. Exactly. We have time out for people who curse. We choose not to use it. Thank you very much, guys. Do not curse in the chat. Do not curse in the chat, please. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Sonia. We are a heated channel and we're getting at the topic for sure. But the one thing we are asking you to do, don't curse. The channel is a clean channel. Even if you hear O'Neal, correct me. So that way then we can keep it clean. Right? It's clean content. We don't know it already. And don't want to call Smithy, I call Smithy again. If I call Smithy one more time. I think Amber is looking at Wayne, how Wayne wooed Tamara and wonders why she didn't get that same treatment from Anthony after what she did with Shayla. And rightfully so. Rightfully so, Erin. I think that you are correct. Thank you very much for the super chat. Rightfully so. Rightfully so. Why should she send back her husband to a side chick? Only I disagree there. When you want her to do with him then? The question then, Kerry, is this. What should they do with him then? That is a big question. What should happen to him then? Because it is extremely weird that them have them like this. I hear what you're saying, Kerry, but what are the alternative? What kind of alternative would have then? You know what? Let me ask people, wait, okay. What should do you want to see the marriage continue like this? Listen, marriages have problems, and I think that, look, marriages have issues and marriages have problems. And I'm not going to negate that. It's not the fact that the marriages have a problem, it's the type of problem they have. And what they have is a very complex problem that is not able to be solved. It's complex. And I think people don't really grasp it. Complex. It's a very complex. They have time out for people that don't like the great Princess Amber. No. People that cursing, J-Dub. Curse. Some people in the chat are cursing. They might use curse words, and you can't use curse words. No curse words. So J-Dub, no. Remember, it's clean, So in other words, YouTube watches the content, and when YouTube watch it, they will flag it. I don't want them flagging the content, so we're not get to show anything. You understand? So we have to keep it clean. So that part of it, me not really run joke with the YouTube platform. I don't want to be branded that O'Neal is over here putting up, you know what I mean, dirty content. All right? O'Neal, why did Amber marry Anthony in the first place when she cheated on the man first? And I did also say that, Stephanie, and I complained about that as well. And I said the marriage was not in good faith. That's why I'm going to ask right now, should they separate? That my answer. I already tested the marriage in a good faith, and I told you before that O'Neal does not believe the marriage was in good faith, and that's the point. That's the problem with the marriage is that it wasn't done in good faith. So because of that, everything is just all over the place. That's the point O'Neal is making. He should get her out of his house and get back with Shayla. Let me get to the thing right now. Vanswell, no one blocked you. O'Neal told you already. We can see if you've been blocked. He already told you that you are not blocked. You're not blocked, Vanswell. Trust me, O'Neal monitors the various pieces. Them. You're not blocked. Stop that, Vanswell. Stop saying that. You're not blocked. People are not blocking you. Trust me. Please let them split. Thank you very much, Amanita. Just read it down the middle calls here, so. Anthony don't love Amber. She's challenging what's going on. The real question is, what should they do with Amber? Well, both of them right now in Rashawn. That's why the question is, what should they do with this marriage? Because the marriage is between both of them. The issue is happening between both of them. People has brought up flags for Anthony too, and then bring up flags for Amber. Both of them at this point, Rashawn, have already handled the two pieces them up today. So what should they do with both of them? That's the question. Really wish Amber didn't sell her part of the bar. Well, Amber is crazy for taking him back. Let him go back to Fiona. That's correct. That is correct. That's what I say. And I'll let Anthony know that's your child. Remember, so I don't know. So you deal with your child. Exactly. And you're going to have that animosity with the kid in your house. That's why O'Neal said it can't work because there is too much pieces moving and a baby in there. If you guys want the best for Kai, then this may not be the situation for him. Because trust me, they're going to argue in front of Kai. True to love, I haven't seen you with a comment. True to love, I know today your birthday and true to love. What did you do today? True to love, what did you do for your birthday? Let me see if I can find some other folks. Shayla and Amber need to be sister wives. Nope. Them don't want to do that. Kenyatta, they need to bring Amber a man that pays attention to her while Anthony is playing with Shayla. Yes, she's going to play with Shayla. Fiona in a house to rent. Well, that's what's going on. Anthony told people about anything Amber did. The difference is that they don't check Amber like Ernestine checked Ant. There you go. There you go. Kerry Fabulous is saying, I believe that they can heal from this, but it will take a lot of hard work and forgiveness on both sides. And the problem, Kerry, is that you're not having the hard work and healing you're asking for. You're not seeing that. What you have is two people who are miserable. Let me tell you exactly what I'm seeing, Kerry. I'll be very frank with you. I'll be reasonable with you. We have two people who are miserable together. How me know? Because Amber, when someone treats another person good, Amber looks at that and says, I wish I could get that. But she's not getting that. Then what happens with Anthony is that Anthony look at his kid and him say, wish him could have him kid the proper way. That's what is going through him thought process. They have conflicting views. And so long as you have conflicting views in a relationship, it will never work. Because it's obvious that you guys aren't equally yoked. You're not aligned. And that's why O'Neal is saying what he's saying. The baby is a big issue because them belief systems are not going together. Amber belief system is, hey, I need this husband to do whatever it is. But at the same time, I would love to be treated just like how Shayla got treated. Anthony's belief system is, man, I would have loved to really have my child grow up with my wife and blah, blah, blah. At first, O'Neill told you if Amber was probably pregnant, it may have changed things a little bit because then at least he would have an heir to his throne. The problem is that Kai is the only child. He's an only child. So because of that, and him don't have the same mother as his wife. So that makes it very difficult, very hard. Amber have no closure at all. The trauma and Anthony and Shayla cost her. She was blamed for everything by this biased counselor enforced back into the messed up marriage. And I will say, Brazilian dolls, I will say this. I like this comment, but I will say this. I don't think she was forced in this marriage. I think she went back into this marriage. She forced herself back into this marriage because of guilt. So I don't think she was forced in the marriage, but I can ask the question. Was Amber forced back into this marriage? So I have to make sure that she take accountability. Nobody never hold her hand and force her in the marriage. No one forced her back into the marriage. True to love, I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope your day was lovely. True to love, I hope your day was a wonderful day and that you did something great. I didn't know today was your birthday. If you had told me from this morning, I would have sung a happy birthday. J-Dub, he should give me a comment on that. Was she forced? I don't think she was forced. Her guilt put her back into that marriage. She never had to go back. Nobody tie up Amber and say, listen to me, Amber. Or hold something to her head and say, listen to me, Amber. If you don't go back into this marriage right now, I'm going to leave you 2 cents right here. Let me read y'all's comment. J-Dub, he should, so Amber can take half contact Brit and get more. This is what y'all say. Once Shayla finds out that they listen to Iman, she will realize that what she did to Amber and she'll be done with Anthony. Well, let's see. That is, hey, that's yet to be seen. Like I said, them have the baby together, and in Shayla's mind, she still believes that is, that's our baby father. True to love, notice we have put up your birthday at the top. Angela said happy birthday as well. All of the chat saying happy birthday. Birthday just started. What? Your birthday just started 12/7. Birthday just start to blast up. Birthday just start. Woo-hoo. Don't ramp with the thing, Don't ramp with the thing. There you go. Happy birthday. There you go. Let me put it up right on my screen. Happy birthday. True to love, happy birthday. Your birthday just start. Let me get some comments. No one forced her. No one forced her. She hates Shayla and don't want to have her lifestyle that she married. Thank you very much. No one forced her. That's right, Nanya. Please, the next person that is doing this, just bye them off the chat. Them don't understand what I said to them right now. Guys, I have a YouTube channel. I'm going to say this again. Public service announcement. If you curse in the chat, the moderators are going to remove you. They have to remove you. The YouTube platform will give me issues for your cursings inside of it. So if I have to remove you, I will. Okay? I don't want to remove you. Normally, only allow people to speak freely, but may have guidelines and standards to go by. This is not just a whatever kind of channel where people are going to come in and do what they want to do. They will remove you. Moderators, you have my permission. If people are cursing in the chat, move them out, please. Thank you very much. Just move out the chat. Anyways, let me get back into the discussion. I can't with Amber. Just another Jezebel like Sister Shayla and Steen. All right? Yes, she's a Jezebel. Amber loved her husband, and that is why she went back to her husband. And Rico DIY, look, this is plausible, but I think that this story is saying a lot of things. Put them out, man. Please put them out. This story is okay. It's a very good story about what do you do if something is working against you. Do you stick with it, or do you decide in your mind that, you know what, this may not be the best thing for me? And I think that's what they're trying to show us. Because Rico DIY, it was always going to be tough. It got tough. Me telling you before. When you cheating is hard. When someone cheats on you, you feel it. When you cheat on someone else, and when somebody cheat on you, and worse, them have a baby, you go feel it. It no matter how you want to see if you can go up on your knees and pray and be honest with yourself. It's going to be tough for you to sit down and say, you know what, I can do this thing, and it's going to be tough for you not to remember every single time. The baby is here to remind you every single solitary time. No one jealous of T. Amber mad at Wayne because he never treated her like Wayne using like this. Wayne using T to get at Amber. All right. Number one. Okay. All right. Let me see. How is Amber for the streets when she only have two lovers? She may have been flirting with others, but compared to the other ladies on the skits, she's a saint. Well, that is true. Compared to the rest of the ladies, them we are go all over the place. It is terrible for sure. O'Neill, Anthony keeps pressuring her to take him back, and she keeps turning him down. She eventually caved in because she still loved her husband. Yes, but Del Marie, I'm going to say this to you because I said this already and people keep doing this thing again. You have the final say as to what happens. I don't care how much of a sales job someone has done to you. I don't care how much I sell you. I don't care how much I'm selling at all. If me come at your house and I say, listen to me, Del Marie, and you love me, I say, Del Marie, buy this gift for $1,000. And you don't have the money in your pocket. And you continue, and you continue to do whatever it is, and I continue to press you. And you buy it. Guess what? It's you buy it. You can keep sending me away. The devil coming in your ears consistently. You must consistently tell him no, tell him leave. You have to run with the devil. You have to get rid of the devil. Amber don't want to look like a failure. The truth is that the marriage is a failure. True to love, yes, you are absolutely correct. This is the problem. People sometimes don't want to look like them fail now, like a thing. And sometimes you have to just go on, you have to just listen. You have to just accept, say, you know what, it no work out. But it's a lack of acceptance that's causing the issues. Sometimes you must accept, you know what? I tried this thing. I'm gonna give it my best shot. But me come up short, and you must be able to deal with that. So your question is, do you look at the glass half empty or half full? Do you say to yourself, you know what? I've learned so much on this relationship, and I think I understand that the more I try to force this, is the more it works against me. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to release this person back into the universe to find someone who they better match with at this time. And I'm going to take all the lessons that they have given me, and I'm going to move to the next phase of my life, because I'm sure that God is going to bring me somebody else. That's what's going on right here. So that's what I say. Let's keep running in the chat. Navani says Wayne isn't using Tamira to get to Amber. He isn't doing that at all. Navani, I wouldn't respond to the comment. I don't think that's what it is. Same comment while, eh? It's easy now. Amber loves Wayne but settled for Anthony, another rich man, because she's mad. All right, well, I think we are talking about two separate things. We are talking about two separate things, guys. We're not going on two separate topics. We're talking about the marriage right now. If we're not talking about the marriage, I'm going to take off the comment, because we're talking about two separate things. We are discuss the marriage. We are discuss what's going on in the marriage right now. The marriage is a failure because the engagement was based on lies. And if that's the case, that's the case. Engagement based on lies, Anthony going into the marriage and him cheat as well, the marriage is a failure. It failed. However you want to call it. So the marriage built on dishonesty, and so there's more dishonesty, and then there's more dishonesty. I would never want to find out that my husband had sex with his ex the entire engagement. Correct? And what O'Neill say about that? What O'Neill say Anthony should have done? Left. Instead, him stayed. Because he as well too is an accomplice to the whole thing. What O'Neill tell Anthony to do. This is the next side of the puzzle y'all are talking about, you know. When Amber did all of this and Anthony found out, what did O'Neill say Anthony should have done? O'Neill said Anthony should have left because it means that the marriage never happened on good faith. But what did Anthony do? Stayed. So they both are forcing this marriage. Yeah, man, them are forcing marriage. You cannot force someone to love you. Don't force people to love you, man. Thank you very much, Kerry. Fabulous. Thank you very much for putting this up. Please, guys, please keep the chat clean. No matter if I'm gonna move you out, you know. And then I'm call Smithy. I'm call Smithy the night. I'm gonna call Smithy, you know. I'm call Smithy the night, yeah, man. Wayne is in love with Amber. That may be so. Amber may be in love with Wayne. We not talk about that, but me understand what we not talk about. I know what y'all are talking about. I think Wayne has made peace with it. Amber has made peace with it. I think that's what it is. Do they have feelings for each other? Let's address it. Does Wayne and Amber have feelings for each other? Yes, that's what me think. But they're not acting upon it at this point. And because they're not acting upon it, I have to let it go. And I would suggest that y'all do the same. Okay? Them have feelings for each other, but they're not acting upon it. There's no action toward them. Not have sex. They're not doing anything out of pocket. That's what I'm saying. I think I read this comment from you already. True to love. Zanette, Amber told Anthony to leave after the night she came home later from the club working. Yeah, but you have to keep telling him to leave. Well, leave Shayla alone. Well, what do you mean? I don't know what go on. For people to keep defending Amber is mind blowing. When you say them a defender, what do you mean? Stephanie, understand what you say? What you mean? Black J-Dub. J-Dub a bully you? J-Dub, stop bullying the people, J-Dub, please. I don't think him a bully. J-Dub is just what you call it? It's just cloning. As long as he's not cursing, if my clone around, that's fine. People clone around in the chat all the time. As long as they're not bullying, it's fine. Amber has done her due diligence with Anthony. Now it's time for her to leave. I think that's what they're talking about. Here's my problem. The biggest problem I have with the people who comment on the Anthony and Amber, especially the people who try and say them can go against the Amber thing. Here's my problem with the anti-Amber people. Okay, are the Shayla fans, are the Anthony fans. The problem I have is this. When I now wipe the slate clean. And I feel like every single time I try to wipe it clean and say, you know what? Let's start from when they take each other back. Because we can't discuss the Wayne situation because it gone. Because it has been equaled out with Anthony doing his thing. Anthony and Amber has done equal dirt. But here's the problem now. We have reset the entire board and people still is going back in the past even though reset the board. That can't work. That come like you have a credit report. Right? That come like you have a credit report, you know. And some creditor says, you know what, J-Dub had a debt on this thing and you call the creditor. You and the creditor talk it out. The creditor scrub the thing off your credit report. You decide to go buy a house. And when you go buy the house, them run a credit, the same thing is up on your credit again. And you're saying, but no, but we deal with this before. You saw that the credit was zero. You run it before. But the moment you go buy a house, everything pop up back again with all of that. And that can't work. You would have been upset if every single time people bringing something up that don't make no sense for them bring up. It doesn't make sense for them to bring up. So again, you have to talk to me. The argument starts at when Anthony and Amber got back together. Let me put that in the chat. Anything after that, me can't argue. Because the two of them would be accomplices of that. The argument starts at when Anthony and Amber got back together. No, being that it start right there, yeah, the Daltons are the new version of the color purple. Basically, Anthony needs karma just like Shayla, needing her all of her karma. Basically, Jada, we did not block you. Someone else tried to. We did not block you. No, Jada, we never block you, Jada. Stop saying them block you, Jada. Them don't block you. Again, Anthony was already with Shayla before he found out about Amber and Wayne. Shayla told him they just need a divorce. And this is why O'Neal is saying that. Because it not built on anything. So the question is, when them zero out, when they zeroed out, maybe she should never have taken him back. That's why O'Neal said today she has to take it. Amber paid dearly for sleeping with Wayne, and it is like a never-ending story. Now Tamira is going at Amber on Wayne's party. It's like a never-ending story. It's just wild. Amber is always in the mix of these things. Over 1 million people watching Kountry Wayne, and the writers are not up to standard. Dorothy, that's correct. The writers them need to get it done. Fiona snitched because he was leaving her. That is correct. 100% nappy child. You know it go already. The story start over. So the thing right now is going to where they are now. Anthony not getting his karma because Amber won't let him. Amber won't let him go to get it. Amber presence is protecting Anthony from karma. That's what I believe. And that's why she keeps getting a lot of these blows. You're weak and waffle. It's easy at all, you know. Once the bond is broken in a marriage, it is hard to get it back. So I'm gonna go with it again. Let me replay this little scenery again. Let me replay this scenery just one more time.
And you know, I've come to a conclusion. I believe.
Let me go further down in the clip.
I never loved Shayla.
Really?
Like I said, everything is for Kai. You know, you would understand that if you had a
How do what, Anthony? If I had what?
Look, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You see, here we go on. You see a statement like that. Even if somebody tell you sorry, it'll go hurt you. If a woman say, O'Neal, if a woman said to me, O'Neal, you know what? What is this? Okay. If a woman said to me, O'Neal, this, what I'm telling you that I need to do with my son is what I'm doing. This is not your son. This is my son. So don't tell me how to raise my son. That's what that is. The equivalent of. If somebody tell you that, you're not going to stay. You have officially, no matter how much I'm trying to sweet it up, no matter how much I'm trying to cue you up, it has changed you forever. Those are lines that turn people off. And that's what the line just do a while ago. But it is a true line. It generally tells you how a person feel. If a woman, if I'm around a woman's kid and she says that, remember that this is not your kid, you know, so no matter, let me do what I'm doing because it's not your son. The moment she does that, it tells you what you need to know. It does. It does. It tells you what you need to know. It tells you where you need to be. So here what now? He has said the unspoken out loud. Anthony has said the unspoken out loud. Exactly. Yet she the main one watch him at their house. Yes. You cannot, certain things you just can't take back. All right. So good question, Anne Marie. Be careful of how we speak because we will be tested on the way on what we say. Don't speak derogatorily of people's relationships. I don't think we are speaking derogatorily of the relationships, Anne Marie, but I like the comment. What I think we're doing is highlighting certain truths or certain thought processes that we have about things, right? And so one of them is this: these two people have a relationship. There's a lot of cheating that has occurred. There's a lack of trust that is happening in the relationship. First and foremost, you can't build anything if there's no trust. You have to trust me, I have to trust you. That's the first thing. Now, when you do the whole idea of the kid thing, it's already tough. So when a statement like this is made, it is tough not to remember it. And I think that's what people are talking to. I don't think they might make derogatory statements, you know. Well, unless you're talking about the other people them trolling. If it's the one them trolling, Anne Marie, I understand them people. You can't really. Some people are going to come in and troll. The real people who discussing it, you'll see it. Only if Anthony knows that he's still in love with, if he's still in love with Shayla, then he should have never did a vow renewal with Anthony. Anthony gave Amber false hope. Well, remember what I said, Wayne Terry. There are no guarantees in love. He may at that point in time feel like he needed to do that. But then him change his mind. And that's why I keep saying to people, there are no guarantees in love. Every time you go with a man and you says, you know what, I'm going to try this relationship, you're taking a chance. It's a chance. When only you get up and say, I'm going to try and this woman, it is a chance. It might work and it might don't work. And so at that point in time, him think it was going to work. He was convinced it going to work. She convinced it going to work. Let me read. I'm trying to get in some comments. Nappy child, I see you. Hold on, I'm gonna try getting as many people today. How many times Amber going to let him talk slick to her out of his mouth? As many times as I guess she will take. As many times as she'll take. Amber need to let Anthony keep quiet when he's over the house. Teresa, that I think. That's what Onila said. It's like, look, the statement is going to rip any woman apart. Any man at all, it's going to rip apart. Ask the man in the chat. All of the man we are complaining right now. You with a woman and she have a youth and she tell us, listen to me, man, this is not your kid, I'm my kid. The moment she tell you that, that's it. You check out. I tell you right now, say you check out. Most men don't even want to parent another man's kid in the first place anyway. So they might look for any old reason to say, you know what? I know I shouldn't have done this. I only just talking the truth. That's all only I do. Don't beat me up when me give you up from a man's point of view. O'Neill, I've been there and got a divorce. Not my children, it cut me. Even I care for them. Exactly. Exactly. It does cut, but you have to know when. You have to know, you know, he said, you got to know when to hold and you have to know when to fold, know when to fold, know when to walk away, know when to walk away, know when to run. When say again, you never count your money when you're sitting at the table. And the thing is, I think Amber had a chance to start fresh and she did not take it. And that is the power of choice. Amber, let me ask you the question. Amber had a choice to get a fresh start, but did not take it. That is the thing. Yes or no? That is the thing. But no, listen to me. O'Neill is not anti-divorce. O'Neill is not anti-relationship, folks. But O'Neill love relationship that is in good faith. Good faith. I want them to divorce. Being miserable in any relationship can be deadly. That is the problem I have with it, Stacy. That's what Onila say. But it feel like sometimes Onila be, O'Neal, every time Kai comes over, Anthony should leave him because since everything is about Kai, let him deal with it. And that is what I'm saying, Terry. And what's going to happen with that now? When Amber starts saying, you know what? Everything that you do is for you and Kai. Guess what? She has now created distance between herself and Anthony and his kid. Which means what again? More issues in the relationship. So the equation points to the same place. Because it's just an equation. But when you say these things, people think that you're just being anti-relationship. No, you're not. Or anti-marriage. No, you're not. You're just calling a spade a spade. The problem is that Amber's heart can't allow her to let Anthony take care of Kai because Anthony won't feed him and get up at night and change him. She could not do that to Kai. And whose fault is that? The UM say it still is his kid. Amber run a joke on it. Guess what happened? Amber did a little joke. Jokey joke. Ha 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 ha. And what happened after that? What happened after that is she get cussed out. The same woman that is changing Kai, that we are cleaning him in Pampy. The same woman that is cleaning him, the same woman that is taking care of him, the same woman that is spending hours upon hours when the mother and father is gone. Mother and father gone. And look what has come out of his mouth naturally. Because don't feel any way when people say things, When people say things, it is on their mind. The same woman feeding Kai every day, taking care of him, making sure that he's okay. But when O'Neal say they need a fresh start, people say O'Neal is anti-relationship. All right. Okay. Send him running back to Shayla, eh? That's all I'm saying. Listen to me. O'Neal is just being real, but me know when time O'Neal be real, it can come off as being harsh, but okay. Hey, I'm not going to stop being real. I'll tell you that much, though. Again, O'Neal always right. I'm just giving you facts. Me just state what me see in front of me. I just call it as me see it. That's it. Anthony's not really upset about that joke. Anthony upset about what Shayla is going through. Athletes upset because mine has left jailer and Amber is hitting it on the nail. Possibly. O'Neal, once Amber saw Anthony and Shayla in bed, the dramatic choice Anthony made to do that to her. Why take him back? Nappy child may ask the same question. Which is why I don't want to hear nothing about nobody force Amber to do anything. When I can't come with that. This is it was Amber's move as to do what she wanted to do. People were telling her not to go. So if you really want to be fair with it, you really had a host of people telling Amber she should not have stayed. You had people saying don't stay. You have people saying stay. So she was getting it from both sides. She wasn't getting one overwhelming view. The only man saying that she should stay was her husband. But again, tomorrow morning she may come shame O'Neal. She has to O'Neal try to run her life. That's what is going to happen. Amber should let him take care of his child when he's over. And what does that do? It creates distance and space. Because if you were with O'Neal and I start taking care of my child on my own, I'm telling you right now, I'm checking out. The moment I start taking care of my kid alone, it means I go into single parent mode. The moment a man goes in single parent mode, any woman that is in the vicinity, he starts to distance himself from that woman because as far as he's concerned, you don't have his best interest at heart. So I'm showing you why it's warranted the way it is. Guys, I'm not being anti-relationship, only just a call a spade a spade. O'Neill, I've been there in my marriage and I walk the first 5 years now. But my husband is not giving me a divorce. Don't worry yourself, him I got to give you eventually in a dira. Makes me something to you. You know that O'Neill was married before, guys. Let me give you some things. O'Neill was married before this. Okay? True, true. And it never worked out. It never worked out, and it didn't work out because again, O'Neill go through a rough patch. Right? Because O'Neill not perfect, Don't get it twisted, O'Neill not perfect. O'Neill go through a rough patch. Married firstly. O'Neill was married before this, right? And O'Neill go through a rough patch. Because O'Neill a gallus. Remember, I said O'Neill a gallus, so that means, say, you know what that mean? That mean O'Neill a swing the killer. It's, we can laugh about it right now. That means O'Neill is swinging the whip when he's not supposed to swing the whip. You hear that? O'Neill a swing the killer when he's not supposed to be swinging the whip. Out of pocket. Just like Anthony. Can he change? Him can change. O'Neill a swing the whip. And then it is what it is. One day the time just come when O'Neill have to say, you know what, O'Neill, be honest with yourself. This is not what you're supposed to be doing. And O'Neill have to get some amount of therapy. O'Neill have to spend some time in solitude for a while. Right? O'Neill, I agree with you 100%. 100%. O'Neill have to get some counseling. O'Neill have to understand why he was doing the things he was doing. Then O'Neill realized that he was grown up in Gallus culture. And that it was about getting a lot of women. And O'Neill realized that he was not controlling. He was not controlling himself as a man in a marriage. So O'Neill have to clean it up. O'Neill have to take a while to clean it up. Till now, O'Neill can say no, he's not doing anything. I can say that really and truly without any regard of whatever it is. But it takes time. So me I try to show you. When I'm saying these things, me I say them because I'm not just talking out of the side of my face. Because boy, I talk. Me I tell them the truth. I'm gonna give you, these are personal experiences. You hear that? O'Neill used to swing the killer. So when O'Neill tell you right now, say Anthony not ready yet, he's probably ready. Listen to me, man. You have to just listen to me. It takes time. And sometimes, man, take a little time to get through them things. But right now, maybe Amber is not the one to take him through that. But some people don't want to accept that. She may not be the one to take him through that. Anthony gets on my nerves. He needs to make his marriage work. He needs to make his marriage work or get the step in. Me hope so, but him not step. Him not gonna win. Only Jamaicans would say anything to put them two head on the pillow and don't get involved. But Amber has to leave this marriage. This marriage not going anywhere. Exactly. Them have to get. She have to leave. It now is on her to do what she needs to do. She has to leave. She has to take a walking. But what she do is she deal with the signs of lovemaking. What Amber has been doing is she has sing the I'm a Capricorn, I can't help but get managed. Ooh, I know it's good when you start speaking Spanish. Aries sexually full of energy. After I'm done, you're still telling me you met a Gemini who had a sex drive. Baby, I will guarantee you to give you everything your body's missing. These are the signs of love making. Are you that zodiac freak I've been looking for? Girl, you're sending me signs of love making. That's what your girl I think about right now. The signs of love making. That's why I should have gone yet. And love making, you are going on the thing right now. The love. Whole heap of love. The whole heap of love making thing right now. And I love the Bible talk about. Whole heap of love. These are the signs of love making. Are you that zodiac freak I've been looking for? Girl, you're sending signs of love making. And that's how I go on in a jam shop right now. Bedroom action. She don't want to leave the bedroom. She doesn't want to. Maybe Anthony's a bedroom bully. Is Anthony a bedroom bully? Because it's not the money, so it must be something else. Is Anthony a bedroom bully? Maybe he is, and we don't know. Maybe Anthony is a bedroom bully. Because you have to bully the bedroom, and you have to, you have to swing it. You have to get it going. You have to do what you mean. I'm going to call Smithy, same spot. Smithy, Smithy, I'm talking to people on here. I mean, I tell them, say, you have to be bedroom bully if you get the thing going. Smithy, can you please make them know exactly what's going on, Smithy? Yeah, that me tell them, say my probably bedroom bully, Smithy. But them are, them are going the thing, Smithy. You know what I mean? Them know what I'm to them, Smithy. Especially, no, we are saying, what you mean, him not run? We say the next girl, them say something else, Smithy. Okay, me never know them say something else about that. They did? Who complain about him, Smithy? Oh, me swear. Smithy, okay. Smithy say. Smithy say I'm not sure. Smithy say I'm not sure. Remember call Smithy now. Smithy say I'm not sure. Smithy say I'm not sure if Malik up Smithy ask Smithy about the business. Well, friend, that comes to the end of our chat tonight. I'm gonna let y'all get some sleep. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I love y'all very much. Continue tuning in. We love our conversations. Keep tuning in. Look out for me tomorrow morning. I'm gonna talk to y'all soon. Have a wonderful night. Sleep well. Bye bye.